So Yamaha's WR450F is getting a big upgrade for 2024, with the popular enduro machine adopting the successful features seen on the YZ450F motocrosser. According to Yamaha, we'll see a lighter, slimmer, more tractable and powerful machine. However, the WRF is specifically built for riding in the bush. These will be arriving in Australia from January next year, or 2024, and pricing is $17,999 right away, or basically $18k out the door, which gives you a bit of time to start saving. Updates start at the engine, which is derived from the latest YZ450F, unsurprisingly, and runs the larger 39mm diameter intake valves, a new piston, optimised crank, revised bearings, big end, and conrod. Overall weight savings in the engine add up to 1.1 kilos, spread across the intake ports, cylinder body, crank, cam chain, bearings, and lubrication system. As far as the base specs, that's unchanged. It's still the 450cc liquid-cooled double overhead cam 4-stroke, running a 97 by 60.8mm bore by stroke, and compression remains 13:1 as on the 2023. The ECU is WRF specific though, and has been tuned for low speed tractability as well as maximum power at medium to fast speeds. The YZF exhaust design has also been used here, running a shorter muffler to help weight centralization too, and it's a little more tightly packed in under that rear side panel, and of course noticeably shorter compared to the 2023. The other area that's been overhauled was the transmission, adopting the latest YZ450F lightweight clutch, saving space with a lighter feel and better engagement to boot, including a cable adjustment system which Yamaha promise is user-friendly. Obviously no hydraulic system, which tends to divide opinion. The gearbox remains a 5-speed too, but naturally runs enduro-specific ratios with wider main shaft gears helping reduce weight, but boosting strength. Smartphone tuning via the Power Tuner app is also updated, as we've seen on previous offerings, with a slider bar for tuning now used and adjustable traction control levels, plus a lap timer also in the mix. On the chassis side of things, updates start with the control-filled aluminium bilateral beam frame, so the same layout as the outgoing model, but running a 15mm lower head tube to bring the centre of gravity down. The rigidity balance is also revised specifically for this model, with flex and engine mounts designed for bump absorption and overall handling, all the usual stuff you'd expect. Joining the new frame is a new fuel tank offering a more compact design with lower situated fuel pump that's tied into a new flatter seat, which saves 15mm off the height difference between the front and the rear of the seat, for what appears to be a slightly flatter profile overall. The seat design also runs more rounded edges for easier rider movement, and apparently there's also a roomier ride triangle between the seat and pegs, while the bars have been moved closer to the rider for a more natural seating position. The airbox also draws air from the rear of the bike, and the shrouds have been narrowed as a result by 50mm in total, with smoother surfaces as well. Yamaha tell us this will allow easier leg movement for better agility, although looking at the bike, the changes to the bodywork are fairly subtle. You're probably going to notice them more on board. Another chassis update is the new KYB suspension, which runs tool-free compression damping on the fork tops, while travel is 300mm. According to Yamaha, the lower seat height and centre of gravity facilitate this setup, and there should be better front grip, traction and rear feel, alongside better tight turning ability for in the really gnarly tight stuff. The forks are fully adjustable of course, and offer speed sensitive damping, while the rear shock is also a KYB and offers full adjustability too, alongside 306mm of travel. The new 3-spoke pattern rear wheel has also been added to the WR450F for 2024 with an XL blue anodized rim and lighter hub, as well as adopting the YZF rear brake system to save some weight there as well. That axle is also a wider diameter too for enhanced feedback apparently. There's some other tweaks on offer as well, mainly centered around weight savings. The battery will be a lithium-ion unit to replace the previous lead-acid battery and should save a pretty decent amount of weight right there. Aluminium foot peg brackets are also saving 100 grams, with stopper construction tweaked to prevent mud clog-ups or the foot pegs biting into the ground when things go wrong. Throttle wires are also lighter, and the bike weighs in at 117 kilos, which saves 2 kilos over the previous model, which was 119 kilos. It seems likely there's been some weight gain elsewhere though, as the battery shop should have delivered some pretty good savings alone, let alone over a kilo in the engine changes. It's also worth noting that the Australian spec WR450Fs come in full ADR or road compliant form, which adds indicators, mirrors, horn, buckbusters, handguards, and more, and does obviously add on to the weight. The closed course competition kit is also provided with each bike, including the communication control unit and CCU map switch. But quoted weight is also off-road competition spec, so the 2 kilos of weight savings is a comparison of apple to apples at the end of the day. There's also a new bash plate to provide better low frame engine and hose protection in black, and the pics show quite a bit more coverage as you'd expect. There's also a new switch on the left bar which offers the kill switch alongside the power map button for selecting different maps while on the move. The dash remains simple with speed and trip plus engine and fuel lights. Continuing on with the details, the new rear fender runs a grab area for easier lifting, and ducts are designed to help keep the silencer cool. The handlebar pad is also PVC and water resistance with greater fork guard area. New fork seals are also stronger, and lip length is increased to help prevent dust incursion, also reducing oil leaks. Finally, Dunlop Geomax EN91 tyres are standard fitment with an 18-inch rear wheel, and there's a stock aluminium stand and radiator fan. Seat height remains at 955mm, unchanged from the outgoing model, with the wheelbase slightly reduced to 1470mm and ground clearance bumped up 10mm to 330 in total. That more compact fuel tank also does see capacity drop from 7.9 litres to 7.4 litres however, so there's a little bit of a trade-off there. The WR450F by contrast isn't seeing a big host of updates, but I'll do a separate video on the offering for 2024. It will also arrive in January 2024 in Australia, like the WR450F though, with a $15,899 right-away price tag compared to the WR450F's $17,999 price tag. That does mark an increase over the 2023 model, although we can probably put that down to keeping up with inflation. Now for the Aussies, there's actually some quite competitive deals on the 2023 WRF models as far as factory savings and a 1% finance deal running till the end of September, which is only a couple of weeks away. So if you'd rather save than get the latest and greatest, check that out, as it looks like you can currently save $1,350 on the 2023 WR450F and get a pretty nifty finance deal as well if that's your thing. So let me know your thoughts on the 2024 Yamaha WR450F below in the comments. As always, stay safe out there and thanks for watching.